Welcome YouTube to another video from your girl. I am wanting to make this video because we're talking about it right now. It is festival season. Shows are coming. Indoor shows are coming too. Like, it's just, we are outside, okay? So if we're going to be outside, we need to know how to act outside. These are going to be my rules for concert etiquette, for show etiquette, for festival etiquette. Let's go. Number one, don't be a d***. All right? It's that simple. It is that simple. And what I mean here is have some situational or spatial awareness. Okay? This is what I'm getting at. Put on some deodorant. Put on some deodorant. You know there's a chance that you might be bumping into somebody, particularly if you're doing a general admission standing room situation. You're going to be bumping into somebody. Have a shower. Have some deodorant. Something. Little something. Have some courtesy. Don't constantly bump into somebody. Most of us, the ones that maybe aren't necessarily in there to party but want to watch the show, you know, that vibe, whatever your vibe is, that's fine. But be respectful of the fact that some people do want to watch the show. So I would say a minimum, maybe one bar run, one bathroom run per set. Don't be that guy that continually runs back, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times during a set, cutting in front of the same people, bumping into the same people. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because then you're distracted and so is the person that also bought a ticket. Just be cool. Be cool. Spatial awareness, situational awareness. That's going to lead me to my second situation here. My rule number 2, respect the pit. All right. Respect the mosh pit. If you are not into being part of the mosh, that is more than okay. You are certainly not required to be part of it. But if you are, enjoy it, have fun, but also understand not everybody's going to be into it. And if you're not into it, consider that it's going to be inevitable, particularly depending on which band is going to happen. I mean, I have seen people being taken out in stretchers at a Monomarth. I'm just going to say it. Like, certain bands, it's inevitable. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know what you're about to get into. So prepare for it if you don't want to be part of the mosh by hanging out on the side, hanging out in the back. Just do your thing. Put some distance between you and the pit. Let everybody that wants to be in the pit do their thing. Mutual respect there, right? And why are we swinging our sweaty shirts around, not caring about where it lands? I'm not here to get your, I'm not into that. Again, mutual respect, situational and spatial awareness. I really, really appreciate that when it does happen at shows. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on what the vibe is. I get it. But consider all options. Consider your seating plan. Number 3, if you are someone who might not be willing to or can stand the entire time, general admission is probably not the way to go. If that makes you nervous, if that, you're uncomfortable with that in any way, look in a balcony. Or if it's a festival, enjoy a nice spot on the lawn. You can sit on the lawn mostly, or at least, it's not uncommon to take a break and park it on the lawn. General admission indoors, a little bit harder. You got to be willing to stand. So just keep that in mind and maybe possibly look into balcony options if you can afford it. I know that that's a big part of the problem, but look into that if general admission might be a struggle for you, and expect that somebody's going to bump into you. It's just, it's going to happen, especially depending on how many tickets are sold. It's going to happen. So expect it. But also, like I said earlier, don't be that guy that continually cuts in front of somebody. Respect the fact that this, for all intents and purposes, is that person's seat to the show. Okay? So consider your seating plan. Think about what you are willing to and what not willing to do. Make your plans accordingly. This leads me to number 4, comfort over everything. I know we want to look cute. I know we want to do that because we outside, but sometimes it is worth it to buy the Dr. Scholl's. Sometimes it is worth it to put in the earplugs. I made this mistake at the last show I went to. I should have invested in some earplugs. I ended up at the sides of the stage, somewhat, I would say within 100 feet, perhaps, of the speakers. So my ears were ringing for like at least a day and a half after. And that was my sign. I was like, ooh, we need to invest in some earplugs, some ear protection. Do that. You're going to thank yourself for it later. I'm just going to say it. You're going to thank yourself for it later, especially if you're somebody that does have headphones a lot, records a lot, blah, 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 blah. Come on, that goes without saying. So it's cool to protect your hearing. It's okay. You're not going to be everybody else. Well, some other people do it, and you're not going to be alone. That's what I'm getting at. Dr. Scholes, you're not going to be alone in that either. Believe me, if you could see what was inside people's shoes, what's in their Converse, what's in their Vans, what's in their Doc Martens, Dr. Scholes is probably there. Again, you're not alone in that. You're not a noob if you do that. It's fine. Do what you got to do to make sure your feet are not killing you. I am conscious about my choice of footwear. I tend to wear shoes that also make me taller, that have foam in them, so that my feet are not screaming by the end of the night. It was a good choice. This is going to lead me all the way, because I kind of covered like earplugs was going to be my number 5 here. So let's get into other forms of self-care here at festivals and shows. Let's get into number 6, which is hydrate. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. I made a rookie mistake when I first started going to shows and was filled with heat exhaustion one summer, because I stayed all day at a Mayhem Fest and ended up with the worst migraine headache because it was on a blacktop all day, baking in the sun. And I got home and started throwing up from heat exhaustion. It was not cute. It was not good. I missed half of Slayer's set. I only have myself to blame for that. So hydrate, 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 hydrate. And by the way, if water is going through you and you don't need to use the restroom, that's a sign. Okay, you're overheated. You need a break. You need a fan, something, get out of the sun. Like, you're trending that direction. I'm just going to tell you right now. On that subject, eat. I'm the kind of person that needs, this is my number 7, by the way, eat. I'm the kind of person that needs to eat on somewhat of a regular schedule, or I will get a migraine headache. That's just how I roll. That's just how my body reacts. So do that so you have some sustenance, and so you can enjoy the rest of your day, especially if it's a long festival day where you're enjoying shows, enjoying sets all day. Eat. It's okay too. Don't totally go for all alcohol. I get a drink or two here and there, fine. But if you're doing that all day, you're gonna run into what I'm talking about, the consequences that I'm talking about. And last but not least, but perhaps most importantly, do show up early. Do enjoy seeing all of the bands, all sets in their entirety, because I can't tell you how many times I've discovered bands that I was interested into, followed after the fact, purely because I showed up early to a show where, we're all buying the ticket for the headliner. That's not a secret, but I ended up falling in love with somebody else too. Best example of that was Sonia, who's kind of sludgy, kind of proggy-ish, out of Philadelphia. They were on tour with Wayfarer, who I bought the ticket for, and fell in love. One example, countless examples. I've been going to shows since I was 16 that I can name, but that's the one that's freshest in my mind at the moment. So do show up early so that you can find a new band that you're into. Don't be that person that's such a snob that you're like, no, I'm only here for insert band name here. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that elitism. No. You bought the ticket anyway. You have access anyway. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. That's all I'm going to say. That is how I think you can keep yourself calm, cool, fed, taken care of, and prime yourself for an enjoyable experience as we embark on festival and show season. Enjoy the shows that you're about to go to. Enjoy the festivals that you're about to see this season as we get deeper into it. I know we got our first little taste already with Coachella, things like that. And it's only going to get, more and more intense as spring rolls into summer. So, like I said, enjoy it. Thank you for enjoying my time with you. Thank you for being here. If you have rules, if you have little concert etiquette type things, let me know in the comments and we'll chat about it. Bye.